Time now to have another look at the morning papers. Here with me to review them this morning are journalist and broadcaster Bidisha Mamata and the former editor of the Daily Star, Dawn Neeson. So welcome back to both of you. Different outfit, Bidisha. Don't think I haven't noticed. Anyway, welcome back. And Bidisha, actually, we're going to start with you, and it's a very serious story on the front page of the FT that you want to kick off with, don't you? And this is what's going on in Ukraine, and particularly to do with oil exports. So, fill us in.
In fact, it's not to do with Ukraine. This is much more targeted on Russia because as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine on the 24th of February this year, 2022, the international community, it placed sanctions on Putin's oil exports and made it so that you couldn't, if you wanted to buy oil from Russia, you wouldn't be able to gain insurance on that unless Russia came in selling the oil below a certain price cap. So it's a sales limitation. Now, Putin has tried to circumvent this by buying what the oil shipping industry calls, very sinisterly, a shadow fleet. He's basically buying up gigantic, ancient, old oil tankers. And he's using these ancient, old oil tankers to sell to other markets, such as China, India, and Turkey. Now, all of these ancient oil tankers are being bought under anonymous names or through 2 or 3 different buyers. The Kremlin has been approached for comment about this shadow fleet, and it's saying absolutely nothing. But one of Putin's top people has said that they need to be making in a few billion or trillion rubles to stay liquid. And of course, the subtext of that is to stay liquid so that they can carry on their aggression against Ukraine. So it's very worrying. It shows that Putin is trying to get around all of these sanctions against their crude oil industry.
That's right, and so many knock-on effects for everyone, that whole oil export issue as well, hence the front page of the Financial Times. Dawn, take us to the Telegraph next, if you would. There's an article inside that you've seen. We're hearing a lot about strike action in the weeks ahead. We've experienced a certain amount of it already, of course. Now there's Heathrow likely to be targeted as well. So tell us about this.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to find a happy story, Anna. I felt miserably. And we seem to have an advent calendar of strikes going on in December, don't we? Every single day you open a little box and there's another strike. This one is Heathrow. It's Christmas getaway at risk as Heathrow baggage handlers strike now. This is 350 Menzies staff who are responsible for baggage handling, as I said. They're staging a 72-hour walkout on Friday the 16th of December, which is obviously one of the busiest weekends of the year. People, breaking up for Christmas, travelling to see friends and family, etc., etc. It's going to be hitting terminals 2, 3, and 4. And they are taking action because they want the same 9.5% pay offer that colleagues running air freight have already received. Heathrow are saying, look, the previous action didn't delay flights, so please travel to the airport as normally. Flights will probably go ahead, and hopefully people will get away for Christmas. But when you combine it with the rail strikes, you can't travel anywhere by rail, and the postal strikes, by the way, you have to. The last posting day for Christmas now is the 12th of December, and it's my birthday on the 11th. So hello, get cards in early, please, people. It's just like it is, as I said, it's like an advent calendar of strikes. I've got my worries about Santa. Are the elves and the reindeer even going to be there for him this year?
I haven't heard of a strike by him yet. That's not been announced, I don't think, fortunately. But yes, it's an issue across so many different industries and separate battles, mostly around pay, but how they're going to be resolved or not, unfortunately, we have to wait and see, but disruption on lots of different fronts in the meantime. Let's move on, shall we, Bidisha, to the Daily Mail. They have a double-page spread devoted to, I don't know how many seconds of footage it was, the Netflix trailer of the Harry and Meghan documentary, but there seems to be quite a lot of analysis of it.
Well, there were 72 seconds of the Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary trailer, just for those Royals fans who are counting it down to the very last second. This is the big, glossy, black and white, gorgeous, stylishly shot 6-part series that's breaking on Netflix on Thursday, and I love that the Mail have covered this in a massive double-page spread while simultaneously conveying not very much information at all, because all we have to go on is the trailer. Instead, they've been dishing the dirt on all the stuff that went on behind the scenes. Directors hired and fired, heads of unscripted content brought on board for lots and lots of lovely squillions of dollars. A little bit of intimation that Harry and Meghan thought that they were their own directors, because of course they are listed as the executive producers of their own documentary. Now, executive producer means person right at the top. So is this just an extended perfume advert for Harry and Meghan's brand? One thing that is very interesting is that Harry refers to his role in the royal family as my previous job, not in a nice way, more in a sort of regretful, I don't miss it at all kind of way. So I think this is brand Harry and Meghan. Whether anyone will actually tune in for 6 entire episodes leaves us waiting and hanging. Let's see if they do indeed stick with it to the bitter end.
I bet a lot of people will watch. I'm sure it'll get a lot of attention, no doubt. I'm going to move you on to the Daily Star, Dawn, your former paper. I teased people with the prospect of talking about chipolatas in the last hour. We didn't have time, so let's deal with it now, shall we? And it's typically light-hearted approach that the Star always takes. They have some very funny front pages, don't they? But it's actually quite a serious issue, isn't it, about the cost of living? We've only got about 30 seconds, Dawn, sorry.
Right, okay, well, we all know you like a little sausage on Christmas Day, Anna, and this, unfortunately, it's fun. We try and cheer people up on the Daily Star. This is, the Christmas dinner, excuse me, it's going to cost you 25% more this year. The cost of living crisis has meant the chipolatas in particular, the cost has gone up 42.7%. So those little traditional pigs in blankets are at risk, so you might have to go back to the sausage on Christmas Day. The good news, Anna,
very quickly,
is that Brussels sprouts haven't been priced. You've got your Brussels sprouts.
Thank you very much.